Williams have finally formalised their lineup for the 2024 season and signed Logan Sargent for the next campaign. And already we have something unprecedented about this next season. Never in Formula One history have we ever had a driver lineup which is identical for 2 consecutive seasons. Is this a sign of an unprecedented season, the one that we're all hoping for, or much of the same as last season? You'll have to let me know your opinion on that in the comments. But why has Williams decided to stick with Logan Sargent rather than to try someone new? And what did he do to convince Williams that they should retain him for another season? Well, Logan Sargent's season had some high points and some low points, and he seemed to struggle to put together a complete weekend throughout the entire season. He had a couple of big crashes and seemed to regularly have his times deleted in qualifying, but we did have glimpses of really strong pace from Logan and some races where he showed us what he could really do. Although the lone point that he scored was because of 2 drivers ahead of him being disqualified, he did put himself in a place in that race, but with a strong performance, to pick up the pieces when the opportunity presented itself. So all in all, I think he had a decent rookie season, and I like the pace that we saw when he got things together. It was a sort of standard rookie season we're used to, but when you have a driver like Oscar Piastri scoring podiums and winning a sprint race, it can make a driver like Sargent look a little bit underwhelming. I was personally really impressed with his drive in Qatar. Yes, he retired, but he was really sick, and he held it together, tried to make it to the end, but also knew when to quit. It showed maturity, and it would have been very easy for him to lose control of the car in the heat of that race, but he didn't. And for me, it was a great display of what he's really made of. So why did Williams stick with Sargent rather than trying to sign another driver? Well, modern Formula One cars, especially in this ground effect era, are incredibly difficult to drive. It takes a lot of time for a driver to understand and adapt to this formula, unless of course you're a Verstappen level driver, of which there aren't really many. So Williams have already put a lot of time and money and effort to get Logan Sargent to where he is. If they were to bring in another driver like Theo Pourchaire or Ollie Behrman, they would have to start this whole process again. So the thinking really is that Sargent should be a whole year ahead of any other rookie driver they could put into their car. But what about trying to secure a Liam Lawson or someone of that calibre? Well, even if they could bring him on board, he's only ever really going to be a one-season solution, as soon as that Red Bull seat opens up at either team, he will be gone. And all that time and effort that they have been putting into him will be wasted on someone who is now a competitor. And they already have a great driver in Alex Albon, who may want to move on when a competitive seat opens up. Really then, Logan Sargent is the best option for Williams right now. Do you think that Williams have made the right decision in sticking with Sargent for another season? Let me know your opinion in the comments below.